I'm Sarah. Welcome to the Daily English Show. Today's guest is Nick. You may remember him from show 907. This season he ran a cafe in Niseko called Powder Life Cafe. Nick also used to own a cafe in Australia. He's also an artist and he's originally from a town in New Zealand called Masterton. His family moved to Australia in 1994 when he was 7. I asked Nick what his first impressions of Australia were.
I was only little, so I thought the people spoke very weird and they were a little strange. I thought people rode in kangaroos and stuff. So.
Kia ora, in Stick News today, a mayor in Auckland, New Zealand accidentally sent a text message to another mayor calling him a lunatic. Tamaki Makaurau is the largest and most populous urban area in Aotearoa and has the largest Polynesian population of any city in the world. According to Wikipedia, the region is made up of Auckland City, North Shore City, the urban parts of Waitakere and Manukau cities, Papakura district, and some nearby urban parts of Rodney and Franklin districts. Recently, the government said the 8 councils in the Auckland region should merge together to make a super city. Some of the mayors aren't so keen on the idea, and the New Zealand Herald has reported that Auckland's super city debate has turned rough. They said Auckland City Mayor John Banks accidentally sent a text message to the North Shore Mayor Andrew Williams calling him a lunatic. The text message was supposed to go to his friend Aaron. And that was Stick News for Monday the 13th of April. Kia ora. Did people make fun of your accent when you first got there? So your accent still sounds different from a regular Australian accent? But I guess your accent changed over the years. Do any of your relatives still live in New Zealand? What did you study at university? Why did you decide to study business? Did you learn a lot studying business? If you met someone who was thinking of opening a business, would you advise them to do a degree or just get straight into it? You also do some art, don't you? What do you think makes a good cafe worker? Did you pick up some Japanese while working here this season? Have you learnt any other languages?
Yes, when I first got there and when I left, the whole way through. It does. When I go back to New Zealand, I'm teased for being an Australian. When I get to Australia, I get teased for being a New Zealander. So. It did. I've got more of an Australian accent. My parents are both from New Zealand. Oh, my dad lived in Australia and New Zealand for a long time, so he's also got a Kiwi accent. So I've got a mix of accents, an Australian and New Zealand accent. I've got 2 sisters that still live in New Zealand. Everybody else moved over with us. I did a Bachelor of Business and Marketing. I've got a little bit left to go on my marketing degree, but I finished off my business side of it, so it's good. Yeah, I didn't finish my marketing because I bought a cafe in Queensland in Australia, and I finished that up and came here basically immediately. So I'm yet to finish my marketing degree. It's what I'm most interested in. I could have done a degree that was a lot easier, but I felt that business appealed to me a lot more. Yeah, I did marketing specifically because it's very you have to be creative, you have to be sort of kind of artsy to get through it. And yeah, I quite enjoy starting businesses and dealing with business and that sort of thing. So no. In all honesty, I doubt I took 30% of what I learnt at uni into the business. I'm more of a life experience kind of person, that you learn from your mistakes, you learn from what you do physically instead of learning in a classroom. You have to do it more hands-on. Yeah, so I feel the year and a half of owning a cafe was 5 times more beneficial to me than my business degree. I would say do your research. You couldn't go into anything without doing your research and finding out facts and finding out the best ways of doing things. So yeah, I feel like you have to be prepared, but I don't think you have to have a degree to do things. It's sort of just a piece of paper, really. Very amateur, yes. Just that's something I started in uni, doing a bit of it's sort of it's stencil art. So you use sprays and stencils and stuff like that to create pictures and images. Yeah, and it's sort of different ways of doing it. I don't know. I like to play around with it, different colours, different sort of designs, everything like that. Just be as friendly as possible. Yeah, the customer is number one, so you have to try and look after them. And you have to have a passion for it too. I have a passion I roast my own coffee, so I have a passion for the beans that I roast. So I try and make the best coffee from it. Yeah, it was the Japanese. It's necessary to I could communicate at a very basic level to the customers. It was. You could understand me. I could understand them. I think coming to Niseko, they realise that there's a lot more foreigners, a lot more Australians working here that can't speak Japanese. So I think they're very understanding in that way. Only on a very basic level again. I was studying French and Italian at school. I remember probably 1, maybe 2%. The greetings and the thank yous and that sort of thing. I just didn't grasp the concept of other languages so well. But Japanese I'm picking up a lot faster than the other two. I mean, being here really helps. I've learnt my katakana.
True or false? Nick moved to New Zealand when he was 7. False. He studied business at university. True. He said it was important to do research before starting a business. True. He said he was also a professional artist. False. He studied French and Italian at school. True. And that was the Daily English Show. See you tomorrow. Bye.